So last time we managed to create a route that generates a token, and this time I want to create one that saves a token to the database. So back in the file routes.go, to save a little bit of typing, I'm going to copy the route we made last time, because a lot of this code is reusable. And I'll paste it right below it. And I'll change the URL I'm calling from generate token to save token, which seems to work. We'll still generate a token. I'm still using the user ID of 2 and giving it a time to life of 60 minutes. Okay, you make sure that you have an ID that corresponds to one in your database here. And now I'll create a variable user and look for an error when I call app.models.user.getOne. And I'm going to get user ID 2. And that will populate the user variable with a user from the database. Now I'll copy the error checking code and paste it here. And now I have a user. Now populating the fields for the token, I don't need to worry about email because that's done by the insert method I'm going to call shortly, but I do want user ID. So token.userID is going to be equal to user, that variable I just called, .id. And I can leave created at and updated at alone. Now I want to call the insert method. So error is now equal to token, the variable that I created on line 86, dot insert. And that takes two parameters, both of which have to be pointers. So token and user, both as pointers. Now I'll check for an error, and I can just paste in that error checking code I already have copied. Okay. So this is not generating a proper JSON response, and that's fine. I'm just testing out the insert function here. Okay. I still want a payload function. That's what I'm going to set back, but all I have to do now is write it out. So nothing else should change. So if we have everything working properly, I should be able to open my terminal and type make restart and go back to my web browser and see if it all works. And all I have to do is change the URL here from test generate token to test save token. Let's see if it works. And I get a blank screen back, which means something went wrong. So I'll just go back and look at my terminal. And I see that I have an error here. An error in routes.go line 104, and it appears to be a SQL error, SQL state 42601. Well, I think I know exactly what that is. So let's command click on a Mac or control click in Windows to go look at the insert function and see what I have wrong. So I insert into tokens, and I'm missing a closing parentheses. That's an easy one to fix. So let's restart the application, make restart, and go back and have a look at our web browser and just reload this page and see if it works this time. And there it is. So everything worked as expected. Okay, so now I can generate tokens and I can save tokens. In the next lecture, we'll have a look at validating tokens and see if we got that one right.